Maine shooting. Suspect still at large. At least 18 dead. Authorities carried out a multi-state search on land and water Thursday for a U.S. Army reservist who they say killed 18 people and wounded 13 in a mass shooting at a bowling alley and bar that sent panicked patrons scrambling under tables and behind bowling pins and gripped the entire state of Maine in fear. President Joe Biden ordered all U.S. flags to be flown at half-staff as condolences poured in from around the nation and at home, including from Maine native and author Stephen King, who called it madness. The shooting suspect, Robert Card, is considered armed and dangerous and should not be approached, authorities said at a news conference. Card underwent a mental health evaluation in mid-July after he began acting erratically during training, a U.S. official told the Associated Press. Police said they have had no reported sightings of Card since the shootings at Ski Mengee's Bar and Grill and at Spare Time Recreation, a bowling alley about 4 miles, 6 kilometers, away. The Androscoggin County Sheriff's Office released 2 photos of the suspect walking into the bowling alley with a rifle raised to his shoulder. 8 murder warrants were issued for Card, 40, after authorities identified 8 of the victims, police said. 10 more will likely be issued once the names of the rest of the dead are confirmed, said Maine State Police Colonel William Ross. 3 of the 13 people wounded in the shootings were in critical condition and 5 were hospitalized but stable, Central Maine Medical Center officials said. The attack started at Spare Time, where a children's bowling league was taking place, just before 7 p.m. Wednesday. One bowler, who identified himself only as Brandon, said he heard about 10 shots, thinking the first was a balloon popping. Authorities launched a multi-state search for Card on land and water. The Coast Guard sent out a patrol boat Thursday morning along the Kennebec River, but after hours of searching, they found nothing out of the ordinary, said Chief Petty Officer Ryan Smith, who is in charge of the Coast Guard's Booth Bay Harbor Station. Card's car had been discovered by a boat launch near the Androscoggin River, which connects to the Kennebec, and Card's 15-foot, 4.5-meter boat remains unaccounted for, Smith said. But he added that officials didn't have any specific intelligence that Card might have escaped aboard his boat. "We're just doing our due diligence," he said. The Canada Border Services Agency issued an "armed and dangerous" alert to its officers stationed along the Canada-US border. A U.S. official said Card was training with the Army Reserve's 3rd Battalion, 304th Infantry Regiment in West Point, New York, when commanders became concerned about him. State police took Card to the Keller Army Community Hospital at West Point for evaluation, according to the official, who was not authorized to publicly discuss the information and spoke to the Associated Press on condition of anonymity. The shootings marked the 36th mass killing in the United States this year, according to a database maintained by the Associated Press and USA Today in partnership with Northeastern University. Maine doesn't require permits to carry guns, and the state has a long-standing culture of gun ownership that is tied to its traditions of hunting and sport shooting. "I think this is about our laws, frankly. That we cannot seem to pass any sort of sensible gun laws or attack mental health in the way we should," she said. "And our kids are paying the price. And even if they're not killed or injured, the trauma that is going to linger long past the semester is palpable." Author Stephen King responded to the shootings Thursday morning in a pair of posts on X, formerly known as Twitter. "The shootings occurred less than 50 miles from where I live. I went to high school in Lisbon. It's the rapid-fire killing machines, people. This is madness in the name of freedom. Stop electing apologists for murder," he wrote.